So today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to do headband curls. So basically you have all your hair and you tuck it into a headband and then sleep on it and you get super curly hair. You can brush it out and it makes really relaxed curls. It'll stay in all day. I know with the curling iron sometimes I struggle with getting curls to hold. This is my natural super straight hair and I love curly hair. So with this, it'll actually stay in all day, and at the end of the day, you don't have the frizz and stuff that you would normally with regular hair, and you don't have the damage. So I will go ahead and get started. So first off, I've showered, obviously no makeup, and I've waited for my hair to pretty much dry. If you do it wet, it's not really going to hold as much. So then you brush it, and it doesn't really matter how it's parted. This is just kind of my natural part, but go ahead. Okay, so hair's all straight, kind of like that. And I have bangs, so it kind of gets in the way. You probably don't, so it'll be easier. But if you had just regular, you would go ahead and do it like this. But since I have bangs, I'm just going to do this and tuck it under. So we have that now. It's all the way around. And if you want tighter curls, you would take a smaller chunk, but for this I'll do a couple tight ones, but I normally just do them looser just because I'm lazy. But you're taking this chunk and just tucking it under like this. And you'll probably have to watch this tutorial a couple times just to get it, but once you do, it's super easy. It takes me about, say, 2 minutes maybe to do this. I'm doing it a bit slower right now so you can kind of see how it works. And you kind of shift sides while you're doing it. That way it becomes a bit easier. And since you probably won't have bangs, you can start way up here, and the higher you get it, the easier it is, the higher up on the band. Because while you're doing this, you need to keep in mind that you need it tight enough and pushed this way enough forward so that you have enough room to go around your entire head. I have thick-ish hair, and I don't really have a problem with it, but you're going to really want to try to keep it up to avoid the tangles and stuff. And you see I'm keeping it light right here, going through. And it's really pretty easy. You're just tucking it under. I know some tutorials, they say it's easy and it's actually really difficult, but this is pretty standard. Back of my head, same thing. Going around. And I just naturally make it a little bit thicker just because I get tired of doing it. But I'm still just switching sides. Going through. And like I said, you get to a point in the headband where there's only a few inches left, and so you keep pushing to this side and the other side. And once it gets to about the base of your neck, you're going to want to switch from one side to the other each time, because you don't want the two sides to overlap. You can have that happen, but it makes it tingly taking out. And also, I'll go ahead and post one video with it at the end of the day, and one video with it without, just right at the beginning, so you can see. But you can also, once you get better at this, kind of shape the curls, that kind of thing. That way they fall at different angles at your face, all that kind of stuff. You kind of separate it into two pieces or whatever. I found this to be the easiest way. You don't have to. You can keep just doing whatever you're doing. But just to avoid the tangles at the end, because I just want it to be really clean when I take it out, I take one chunk and you're just wrapping this only, just up and around, up and around. And you're having that stay on that side of the band. So that chunk's all there, and I'm going to push it over and try to make a little bit left of the remaining chunk for the other piece. So hopefully you can see the back of my head. I'm just flipping it around. And how it curls it, it basically is just like a curling iron. You know, you wrap it around like that for the curling iron, and this does the same thing. It's just wrapping it around the band, and you're sleeping on it, so it works really good. Okay. So you have it all tucked in now, like this. This one looks pretty bad, but once you get it all under, you can kind of tuck it. Or whatever you need to do. And you can also come back up if you didn't. And tuck these under a little bit, because the tighter you do it, the more curly it'll be. Okay, so it doesn't really matter since you're sleeping, but this is kind of just what it looks like. It kind of looks like 18th century, like, bun in the back. But, yeah, so you can do this if you need your hair curled for, like, a dance or something. You could also wear this during the day. You could do, like, a cuter headband and have it like that. Or I'll go ahead and show you another way to wear your hair if you want it to stay curly all day. Just a second. If you think the headband looks awkward, I think it kind of looks like weird, like a wig or something. I can also pull this down like this, pull these together, and you can put a headband or a bow that covers the headband. Just turn around. But yeah, I mean, hopefully that's covering everything. I don't know, because I'm not looking at it right now since I'm filming the video. But, yeah, and either one will curl the hair just fine. It doesn't really matter. So, yeah, I will see you in the morning. And so today is the next day. I've slept on it, and as you can see, still intact, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. I don't have a very good method for taking out the hair. You just kind of pull out like that and kind of go like that. Start taking it out the front. And I only had this in for about 2.5 hours maybe, because I didn't sleep a lot last night. I had a lot of homework for law school. So that happened, but as you can see, nice curls coming out slowly but surely. This is actually the longest part of the whole process. Once you get good at putting your hair in the curls, it's just trying to get them out takes a while. But even that doesn't take too long. And as long as you don't tangle it, you're not going to have any of your hair ripping out or anything like that. It's kind of nice because each one of them kind of come out on their own. Okay, so that's what it looks like when it comes out. And So you see you have these nice ringlets. This is the small ones that I showed you earlier. That took less than 1.5 minutes to do. So go ahead and brush it out. And I have one video at the end of the day where I brushed it out throughout the whole day, so you'll be able to see that too. And so I'm just taking this, brushing around my hand so that it actually stays curly. I'm so tired. See, doing that. That just makes everything smoother. It will still stay curly, depending on how big of chunks that you do. I need to like stand up so you can see what's going on. Okay, and you don't have to brush it like with big chunks. Obviously that's going to make it less curly, but I like to do that. Okay, so I have it brushed out the first time. You can look at that. And then I kind of go like this. Since it was pressed to your head the whole time while you were sleeping, it's kind of, I need to make it more voluminous on top. And so I just flip over a little bit of this, grab the chunk, separate it, do it again, grab a chunk, yep, and like I said, you can brush it multiple times throughout the day. I'd recommend that. I mean, even if the curls get flatter, it'll still look nice and smooth. Yeah, so go ahead and show you what it looks like. You can also group the bottom together if you want it molded like that. Doesn't really matter. Okay, thank you for watching.